What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Bianca here. Today we're going to be talking about whether your Instagram is hindering your outreach efforts. We are going to hop inside of my MacBook and I'm going to walk you through a little presentation on why I think that your Instagram is hindering your outreach efforts. But before I do, make sure to hit that post notification bell, make sure you leave this video a like, and make sure you subscribe because we're going to be putting out super content over the next couple of weeks. So here we go, let's jump into it. What's going on, guys? Welcome into my MacBook. So today what I'm going to talk about is how to optimize your account, why it's important to optimize your account if you're doing outreach from your account, and just show you some standard examples of a good social media page. Now, all of the stuff that we talk about here is relevant to Facebook as well, but obviously Instagram is very big. You know, it's a good platform for DMing and getting direct to someone. So we're going to be using Instagram as an example, but it is relevant to Facebook as well. So what do I mean when I say let's optimize your bio? Now, you want to specify what it is that you do. Obviously, I'm the owner of Eclektic Media. That's why it's in my bio. You'll see here. And this is my statement. I'm on a mission to help businesses generate crazy results using social marketing. Now, that's exactly what I do. You know, you don't see, oh, I'm traveling, I'm in this country, you know, big fan of dogs, you know, love the clubs, anything like that, because it's not professional. It doesn't show what it is. It doesn't say who you help. It doesn't say what you do, and it's completely irrelevant. If you're sending DMs from your profile, people are going to come to your page and they're going to want to know who you are, why are you messaging them, and how can you help them. Now, obviously, you don't want to just say, we generate this, and this. If you can't do it, don't make these grand claims if you can't back them up with results. But you want to be very specific. We do this, we help with this person by doing this, and that is literally the simple formula. So I am on a mission to help businesses generate crazy results using social marketing. That's what I do. Eclektic Media is my company. Now, you'll see the same throughout all of these profiles. Again, founder, grow your agency, and IAG Media. Obviously, everyone knows Iman. On a mission to reform, on a mission to reform the education system. Again, he's selling a lifestyle on his page that is geared around his business and what it is that he does. Iman doesn't actually make use of highlights, but it's such a powerful way to highlight what it is that you do. You know, you put client results on there, put client testimonials on there. Anything that's going to support your claim of being an expert is a great way of creating a digital CV, because that's what your profile is. And the same is going to be said when if you ever went for a normal day job, moving into the future as well is going to be the same. If you apply for a job, you send in your CV or your resume, the first thing people are going to do is they're going to go to your social media, because they're going to want to know who you really are. Because obviously once you go to an interview or even to a meeting, you put on a certain persona, and obviously you portray what it is that you want them to see. So having a very professional looking social media is going to only go in your benefit. Now, that's not to say that you can't have a personal one, but my advice would just be to keep it private, and keep it locked so people can't see it, and then only put people in there that you trust, because it is always a good idea to separate your business from your lifestyle. Now, moving on to Jordan, we've got the same sort of thing, founder of affluent.co and Learn Ads, committed to changing lives, YouTube. He's got his location in there, but he's also got some resources that you can click and use as well. Again, making a fantastic use of his profile, because it tells you exactly what he does and it positions him as an expert, and that's what we want to do. When you're reaching out to people, they're not going to want to know if you were out at the weekend having drinks with your powers. They're not going to want to know if you went and did something really random. They're going to want to know that you're the expert that can solve their problems, because effectively they don't care about you and they don't care about what it is that you do on the weekend, and they care that you can solve their problems, because that's what they're going to be paying you for. So give them what they want. It's so much easier to sell someone in the DMs on a meeting to actually sit down and hear what you have to say if you position yourself as an expert on your profile, because you instantly create that air of authority and they know that it's not going to be a waste of time. They're obviously, if they agree to have a meeting with you, they obviously have a problem to solve. And as a business owner, every business owner has a problem for you to solve, which is getting more customers. So if you can help them with that, then that's great. But if you portray yourself as a party animal who's out on the weekends and doing this and this, instead of as an authority figure and as a expert, they're not even going to have that meeting with you, and then your rates are going to be all over the place because you won't be able to book the meetings to sign the clients. So moving on, we've got Bradley Riley. He's got a fantastic amount of followers, and again, you see the same structure: SMMA expert, owner of your marketing partners, creator of social media marketing academy, positioning himself as an expert, because if he ever has to worry about inbound leads, or has to worry about doing outbound leads for whatever reason, and people come to his profile, they know exactly what they're getting, and they also see him as an authority figure because he is teaching other people how to do it. So that makes him, an expert. He's done it. He's teaching other people how to do it. So it's a great way of creating an air of authority without speaking to someone in the first instance. And then obviously at the end here, we've got Kai Bax. Same again structure, 7-figure ecomm agency owner, helping you start and scale an ecomm agency, DME agency to start your 6-figure SMA. Is positioned himself as an expert, and that's exactly what you want to do when you are speaking to prospects. Now, you don't have to position your profile as if you are, a mentor or anything like that, but obviously these guys are, so it does give them a certain level of authority. But like I said, in your profile, you're going to want to say who it is that you are, what you do, how you help people, and who it is that you help. That's it. It's super, super simple. Moving on to what kind of content you should post. You should use the 80-20 split. So 80% of your content should be just value, how your service relates to your niche that you've picked, how people can improve, free value, free tips, anything that you think will help your potential prospects in the long run, because money comes and goes, but helping people is where the money comes without even trying. And if you can do that through your social media, you're going to have a really successful agency. And creating content is super, super easy. Everyone knows about Canva, and these kind of posts can be made within Canva pretty simply and pretty quickly. So lead with value, constantly give out value, and then on the odd 20%, obviously advertise what it is that you do, and if you're looking to sign clients or anything like that, just do the sort of the 20% of your content should be that. 80% should always be value. Now, Kai, again, makes the most of his highlights, his agencies, customer feedback, student. All of this stuff is perfect because when people do come to your site, they can flick through your highlights, see your client results, see your client testimonials. Students is a slightly different thing, but it's constantly showing your progression as an agency owner and showing that the results that you say that you can get them is not just a fluke, it's a regular occurrence. So putting these kinds of things in is fantastic. You'll see on mine, I've got a whole bunch of highlights. I put a must-read highlight together, so all the books that I've read, obviously my YouTube channel, podcast, all of that sort of stuff. But my main one is my Eclektic Media highlight, so it shows all of my client results, all of my client testimonials, all of that stuff. So that's the first thing they see when they look at my highlights. Again, if we move on to Jordan's, he's done the same thing, doing these sort of these emojis, not even emojis, creating these graphics for your highlights. Obviously makes it very professional, makes it look a lot cleaner, and again, Jordan makes use of these very well. He does a Q&A for any questions he gets about ads, ad results that the agency are getting, that his clients can look to get with a similar structure and strategy, his lifestyle, and then his testimonials as well. So you can see now a pattern that's sort of emerging of how to structure your social media account so that when you're reaching out to these people and they come back to your home, think of your social media as your home. This is your storefront. This is what you want people to see. So what is it that you want people to see when they come back to your page and check you out once you've sent them a DM? What is it that you want them to know about you and your business and how you can help them? And again, the same thing with Bradley Riley. He's got client results, lifestyle, course, travel, coaching. making the most of the highlights. Now, the other thing that you can do is obviously post regularly on your story, because it puts you top of mind for anyone that is following you, and they can constantly see your results. So it creates multiple touch points, because every time they come onto Instagram, they're going to see your name pop up with client results. So it just starts to embed that idea that you are an expert and you know exactly what you're doing. So if you're doing it for others, why can't you do it for them, you know? So when you're reaching out to these people, it just makes it so much easier to book a meeting if they already know that you are an expert at what you do. So it just makes your life so much easier. So that's the end of the video, guys. I know, again, it's a super short one, but I just hope you get some value from this and you can see just how important it is to make the most of your social media, because it is your digital calling card, it's your digital CV, and this is what's going to convince people to either hop on a call with you or not. What you want to do is obviously try and stand out and be a little bit different from the others, because people get inundated with messages from, you know, salespeople and marketing people all the time. So try and make it a little bit different, but obviously there is an underlying structure there for you to follow, and then just model it for success, and you will be booking meetings left, right, and center as long as you optimize it properly. So I hope you found this valuable. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you guys in the next one.